What's good, beautiful people? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your boy, Tone the II from Chalk It Up Sports. Now, A.J. Brown traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I didn't get the opportunity to really put up any content over draft weekend. I was busy working, but that's besides the point. A.J. Brown, what does he do for the Philadelphia Eagles now? A.J. Brown gives Jalen Hurts another target. Not just another target. A.J. Brown's presence completely absolves Howie Roseman of any wrongdoing when it comes to Jalen Hurts' development. Jalen Hurts now has every opportunity to succeed. Now we can't say Jalen Hurts don't got the weapons. We can't say Jalen Hurts wasn't given a fair shake. Now, let's be honest. We all talked about it throughout the entire offseason that Howie Roseman didn't make a move. Why wasn't he going to make a move? Why wouldn't he pull the trigger on one of these veteran wide receivers? Because we're being honest, a veteran wide receiver would take pressure on Devontae Smith. It would take pressure on Quez Watkins. And let's be honest about this as well. Howie Roseman hasn't really done well in the draft when it comes to picking up young wide receivers. He failed on Jalen Reagor. He failed on J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Jordan Matthews was very underwhelming. Shelton Gibson was a botch. He hasn't really been able to pinpoint talent in the draft as it pertains to the wide receiver position. So entering the draft, you had a thought, who are we going to draft that wide receiver? Would it be Jameson Williams? Would it be Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Treylon Burks, any one of those guys, right? And then the run began. Chris Olave went to the Saints. Garrett Wilson went to the Jets. Jameson Williams went to the Detroit Lions. Drake London went to the Falcons. Treylon Burks went to the Titans. And that is when things started to fall into place for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they made a conscious decision that they are not going to bank on one of these young guys. They're going to go with someone that's proven. And I'm totally with that. I'm with that thought process because you need someone that can teach these other guys how to be pros. You need someone that's going to challenge these young guys and put pressure on them and keep the heat in the kitchen. But I got to give Howie Roseman credit for making this move. We was on his back all season about this. And he did it on draft night. And we all know on draft night, you're able to fleece teams. You're able to fleece teams a little more because of the simple fact that they're desperate and and you're on a clock and they need to make a move. And sometimes they don't really have as much opportunity to really weigh how the decision will affect them in the long term. I think it was a mistake for the Titans to get rid of A.J. Brown. It was a mistake for them to bring in Julio Jones. Both those moves didn't help them. Now, who is Ryan Tannehill going to throw the ball to? They did draft Treylon Burks to replace A.J. Brown, but that is a pipe dream. And what I mean by that is I like Treylon Burks, but you're rolling the dice on him being A.J. Brown and more. But A.J. Brown, he immediately helps the Eagles because he's the perfect wide receiver for our situation. The Eagles were the number one rushing offense in the NFL. A.J. Brown is a very willing blocker, a big body wide receiver. He's about 6'1", 215, 220 pounds, very solid dude, compact, and not afraid to get physical. He plays the game nasty, and he's the perfect wide receiver for Jalen Hurts for the simple fact that those guys are really, really good friends. Jalen Hurts was at his daughter's birthday party. They communicate all the time. They work out together. And, you got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to Howie Roseman for pulling that trigger. Now, Jalen Hurts has no excuses. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, as y'all can already see, but he has no excuses. This is his opportunity to rise. If it doesn't rise, the Eagles will move on. Keep this in mind as well. The Eagles have 2 first-round draft picks in next year's draft. And the quarterback class is going to be significantly better. Will it be C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young? There's so many other quarterbacks that they can think of or bring in next year's draft if Jalen Hurts is not the guy. So now the pressure is on Jalen Hurts to the fullest degree. He can't say, or no one can say, oh, they didn't give Jalen Hurts a fair shot. They've done more for Jalen Hurts than they've done for Carson Wentz. Can't really debate or ask really why. I don't really know why, but it is what it is. I'm not here to debate that. The bottom line is Jalen Hurts has no excuses. A.J. Brown is at your disposal. Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, Quez Watkins. You have weapons all across the board. You have different styles of wide receiver. You have Quez Watkins, your burner that can get deep. You have Devontae Smith, your pure route runner who can catch the sideline catches and that can get separation at any point in time. You have You have A.J. Brown, your big body wide receiver that has a really large catch radius, your red zone threat, a guy that can also take the top off of defenses as well. So Jalen Hurts, no excuses. I'm really looking forward to this off season. This regular season. Excuse me, you guys. I'm just so excited because A.J. Brown is probably the best wide receiver we've brought in since T.O. Now we've drafted guys like Deshaun Jackson. We've drafted Jeremy Maclin, but those two guys, in my humble opinion, are on the same level as A.J. Brown. They're not complete or as complete as A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown arguably is the best wide receiver we've had since Terrell Owens. And I don't think that's forward thinking at all. But I'll leave it at that, you guys. Tell me what you guys think below about the A.J. Brown trade to the Philadelphia Eagles. How will this affect Jalen Hurts? Is the pressure all on Jalen Hurts? Is he going to be given a fair shot? We'll see. It's make or break time. Comment below and let me know what you think. I'm your humble host, Tone Shields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to turn it to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.